This video is brought to you by the #1 CSGO marketplace, igvault.com, where you can buy CSGO skins for great prices and sell them if you wish. You can browse by weapon, and you could, if you want, get that Op Ozmov you've always wanted for sometimes up to over 20% off Steam market prices. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, head on over to igvault. Link will be in the description below. Many CSGO players are begging for these 10 features. My name is Braedon, and welcome to Valve Guides.
One in B apartments.
What the f- Over the course of its time on Steam, CSGO has had many features added, removed, and tweaked, but not always the ones that players have asked for. These are our top 10 things that CSGO players are begging for. Starting off with number 10, all guns on both teams and deathmatch. This is pretty basic stuff. Deathmatch in CSGO is a casual game mode, so there should really be no separation of what guns you can use depending on what team you're on. Most people use deathmatch as a form to warm up their aim for a competitive game. Many people would agree that allowing players to use any gun in deathmatch would be a welcome change. There's really not many reasons to restrict the guns that people can use. It's not competitive, so... Continuing to number 9, custom HUDs. As of right now, we don't have too many options when it comes to our HUDs in game. If you don't know what HUD means, it stands for heads up display, and it's basically where you can see all your non-direct information on screen, like your minimap, ammo, health, and so on. And players have been wanting to be able to customize their HUD to their exact liking, because every 10th centimeter of a difference matters, making a difference, right? Moving on to number 8, unlimited money during warm-up. Again, this one's pretty self-explanatory and simple, yet players have been wanting it for a long time. In the warm-up of a competitive match, you have $16,000 to work with, and we all know how non-serious warm-ups are. If you have the misfortune of dying several times in a row after buying a gun, say you get spawn trapped, you won't have enough money to buy another gun to actually warm up. It's a simple change that many players have been begging for, and just there's not really much harm in adding besides that guy buying a Negev over and over again. That might be kind of annoying. At number 7, the ability to take weapons from bots. Let's say that one of your teammates rage quits or his internet dies. He's gonna turn into a bot, and we all know how interesting bot strategies are. Say the bot uses all of its money to buy an op, and you want that op, you need that op. But being able to trade weapons with the bot is something that we've wanted for a long time. Odds are the bot's never even going to put that gun to good use, so it's just as useful as if it had like a, I don't know, NP7, I don't know. No matter what gun they use, it's probably not even going to work out for them. It does make sense to be able to trade with it. Valve, please. Sliding into number 6, volume control for each individual teammate. Oh Nelly, the amount of times I have played with somebody whose mic volume is just non-humanly loud, and you try to tell them that they're assaulting your ears, but it's all in vain.
No, you are screaming at me. You're hurting my eardrums.
The ability to adjust individual players' mics would be a fantastic addition to the game. It's just another small feature that would add a lot more convenience and would reduce the ability for mic spam and trolling. Number 5, the ability to toggle post-processing. So pretty much to my knowledge, there is no reasoning or statement from Valve as to why they won't allow players to toggle post-processing. When it's set to on, it adds filters to your view, which dims the border of your screen and applies a bit of color enhancement. When turned off, however, the game doesn't look as good, but it gives you a large frame rate boost, which is why everyone wants it to be unlocked in official servers. As of right now, you can't disable it on official servers, which kinda sucks.
The effect is so toned down with most maps that it doesn't make much of a difference to actual gameplay.
It's another option to help players' frame rates, which so many people want, and that's a great option to do so. And at number 4, unranked matchmaking. This is something that would just be fantastic. Unranked matchmaking, basically you get paired with people around the same level as you, but there are not long-lasting penalties and the game is much more laid back, and don't you dare tell me that casual already exists for that reason, because 10v10 is pure misery and cancer. So essentially it would be a lot like regular competitive, but with hidden elo, more laid back play and less penalties. At number 3, hardware bans like Overwatch. Overwatch is the prime example of how cheaters should be punished in PC gaming. Basically, if you get a permaban for cheating, your PC's hardware itself is banned. So even if you make a new account, you can't play the game anymore. Of course, people have managed to get around it in the past, but it is definitely a much better deterrent than what we have now, like those 12-year-olds who just steal their mom's credit cards to buy hacks and screw with people. As of right now, if you get vaxxed, you can just make a new account and buy CSGO again for like 7 to 15 bucks. Coming in at number 2, 128 tick servers. We've brought it up here before. 128 tick servers are probably the most requested feature in all of CSGO. The difference between 64 tick and 128 tick servers is a world of a difference, and if you really want to play on a good competitive 128 tick server, you have to pay a monthly subscription fee, and even then, it's a third-party service. So a lot of people choose not to do that for obvious reasons, not to mention the whole ESEA scandal.
Alright, so I'm perfectly fine with 64 tick for casual, gun game, all that other stuff, but not for competitive matchmaking. If this issue is not addressed, then competitive matchmaking will die.
Number 1 is CSGO beta. Oh wait, at our number 1 spot, a less shady betting system. Now, if we're being fully honest, we don't have the perfect vision of what this looks like or even know if it's possible, but there has been a ridiculous amount of scandal around the CSGO betting sites.
But underneath all of this, there's some really shady shit going on with Valve, and even more with the people operating these sites themselves.
To the point where Valve was forced to send cease and desist to all betting sites using Steam's API. It was a sad day for CSGO gamblers. I can probably speak for many in saying that we want CSGO betting to come back, but then again, just as many people wholeheartedly disagree and think it's utter cancer. So take this one with a grain of salt. Not all people agree with it, but I definitely know a lot of people that do want this. A lot of people would like a betting system, just not as shady as it used to be. Regardless of whether it's possible or not, it sounds great in theory. That just about does it for this video, guys. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this as they happen, you can subscribe. Thank you guys so much for staying till the end of the video, and thanks again to IG Volt for making it possible. At IG Volt, you can buy CSGO skins for great prices and sell them if you want to. You can browse by weapon, and you can buy your dream CSGO skin for over 20% off Steam market prices sometimes. If that sounds like something you want to be a part of and you want to get in on, head on over to IG Volt. Link will be in the description below. If you want to enter in some sick giveaways, you can follow us on Twitter at UltraGuides. If you want to hang out with me and the other UG members, you can join our Discord server. Thank you so much for staying till the end of the video. Stay amazing, and I will see you in the next one.